The ABCs of music contracts. So if you are a producer, songwriter, or musician, and you've ever wanted to learn more about music contracts or anything else in your music career, then you definitely want to stick around to hear more about what I have to say. Hi, I am a New York licensed music attorney, and I decided to start my own YouTube channel. It has been a long time in the making. I have not been wanting to be near this at all, but I've decided that I need to practice a little bit about what I preach to my clients and what I tell them about making contact and being out there in the world. And so I'm doing it. I've challenged myself to do, as many videos as I can this month to start. And then over time, I'm going to put out videos that are addressing a lot of your questions. And I think it's just really good for my clients because this way I can answer a lot of the common questions up front. And whenever anybody new comes in, I can say, hey, go watch my YouTube channel because all the questions you're asking me are there. And not only that, but it just helps to educate people ahead of time so that our conversations when we're doing a consultation go much smoother and faster, which is better for you because now you're more informed and you can really make use of the attorney time. So in today's installment of music contracts, of the ABCs of music contracts, which is a limited series that I'm doing. Last time I did the letter A, so now is the letter B. So under the letter B, be specific. So in music contracts, a lot of times there's so many words, and honestly, many times people can just get straight to the point. But there are a couple of things that you want to make sure you outline before you sign. So you want to make sure that everything is outlined to the details. You want to know how would you get out of this contract if you don't like the agreement? Is there a way for you to get out? If you can't get out, you're doing, let's say, an artist management agreement, right? Once the agreement is complete, do you have to continue to pay that manager forever, or does the commission stop, or is there some sort of trail off where you can pay them 10% the first year, 5% the second year, and nothing the third year, after which nothing once the agreement has terminated? Because some artist managers might want to get you on the hook forever, that you have to pay them a percentage even if they're no longer your manager. So does that leave you to pay for two managers at once if after 4 years you stop working with them? So it's super important to really think about all the different scenarios that could happen, all the different arguments that could come about. I would say for most of you who are in artist manager agreements, record label agreements, and if you have a band, if there are many people in your band, or if you have some sort of a production agreement between you and a producer partner, all of that should be really outlined ahead of time because things are really nice and exciting and everybody's having a great time in the beginning and everybody's friendly. But once the money starts to come in, people have differences of opinion. Let's say it that way. People can have differences of opinion as to how you want your career to go. You might have a partner or band member or a manager who is pushing you to do certain things for your career that may not align with your values, your morals, the type of brand that you want to put out there. And so those things should really be thought about ahead of time. So being as specific as possible and trying to think about all the common scenarios that can come about would really help to put you all in line, because then you'll have it in the agreement. We spoke about this when we were both in agreement and we both had a vision for a future. And this is what our contract says, and this is what our plan is. So of course, plans can change over time, but until you all can agree on a new plan, then the old plan should stick, because that's something that you both agreed to way back when you were both happy and both hopeful, right, for some grand future. So really sitting down with someone and outlining those things would really help you in the future to just get yourself in order. And the more specific you are about what you want, the less headache it could be in the future. And so as part of the ABCs of music contracts, specificity, being specific is key. I can't say that, right? Because DJ Khaled owns that. I have to say some other tagline. I haven't figured out my tagline. But anyway, if you're interested in learning more about music contracts, music agreements, and just generally the music business, then definitely follow And if you have a question and you want me to talk about anything in a future video, definitely put a comment below and I will try to get to it. You can also follow me on Instagram, NYC Music Lawyer. Just started it.